CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chickens here. Welcome back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, you can see we are back on the developer build, and we've got a little update coming at you. So this is going to be a bit of a sneak peek. There's not really a ton to show you, but we're still going to show it to you. If you guys haven't already, appreciate it if you throw in that code CHICKEN in the shop, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So this update, just to gauge your expectations, it's mostly bug fixes, but there are some really good ones. The most exciting thing in terms of, well, there's two really exciting things. There's Mystical Monument, which isn't really that exciting, and the flares are being fixed. So we'll get into that, what the changes are exactly in a second. But look at this. You know, I'm actually pretty impressed with the Mystical Monument. Now this goes now to level 700. 700. So if you want to be the very first person on that leaderboard, this is on the dev build, so it's going to look wonky. Oh, look at that. I'm beating Optistroy. So if you guys want to be the very first person on the Mystical Monument leaderboard, make sure you max this out right away. Yeah, so it looks cool. And let's see what the bonuses are actually at this level. So we got gold production plus 9, wood plus 12, stone plus 12, iron plus 15, resource plus 6, speed up construction plus 6, which is pretty good. Speed up armory upgrades plus 10, speed up sculpting, deep dive reward quality plus 4, and that's it. So I mean, it's not really worth doing it for the rewards. They're not that great. You're essentially getting a few free green statues or idols out of it. Or maybe guardians, not idols. I don't know. I've never used green statues, so I don't know what those percentages look like. But yeah. So let's go over the bug fixes and the balancing first. So they increased capacity for shards to 99,999. Why does that matter, Chicken? So if we go in here, look at our sculptor. These are our fragments that go to 99,000. Now, if we were to get more, the shards can increase, because I believe what is happening is players are getting stacked and stacked and stacked, and they're having issues holding everything. So you can see right there, it now goes to 24,000 instead of, I think it was capped at 10,000 before or something like that. Anyways, that's good. You can hold your stuff. They fixed incorrect particles when canceling prototroop upgrade. Previously, it showed hero tokens. Visual fix. Fixed Sky Shield not showing the shield effect immediately after it's placed. If you guys remember last season of Warships, that was actually super annoying because you place your Sky Shield down and then you go to move your defense around, but you can't see the circle. So the way around that was you'd have to load the main base and then load up the warship. Whatever. It works properly now, so that's good. This one's kind of confusing, so hang on, but I'll try to explain it the best I can. Defense engravings now only apply to battles where the owner of the engraving is defending. For example, if the attacker has life drain engraving active, troops spawned by the defender's mind control engraving are no longer affected. So it was kind of like a double engraving, but now it's only going to work when you have that engraving set to defend. If that makes sense. I hope it makes sense. Let me know in the comments if you're still confused. We'll try to get it sorted. And the biggest thing of this entire update, reverted the change that a flare always lands in the middle of the targeted building. So this is huge. This changes a lot, especially on warships. So basically, we'll try to find a base here. We can just go to this one, I guess. Now before, you guys remember the flares, they would snap into the middle. Right? So now we go like this, and we can see that little circle. It's on the outside. It's not like this in the middle where it was every single time before. So now, if you miss the flare, it's going to look like that. If you're over here, it looks like this. And why is that important? Why is that important? It's flaring around sky shields. That was the biggest thing. There were so many times in, in warships specifically, where you would go to flare something, and it was open, but you couldn't hit it because the flare went in the middle. So it essentially expanded the radius of the sky shield, which is fine if that's how it normally came out. Like if it was always like that, I don't think it would be a big deal. But being able to pinpoint your flares does bring an element of skill into it, which I think is better for the game. You should be rewarded for being able to hit pinpoint flares and not just be like, you can't do anything, which is kind of annoying. And lastly, for the bug fixes, guys, resurrected units cannot be resurrected again. This includes riflemen that are spawned as extra units when other units cannot be resurrected. So what that means is if you spam a Kavan's Second Wind right out of the gates, and he brings up a bunch of riflemen, and those riflemen all die, you can't resurrect those units. The units he's bringing up are new units. To me, it doesn't make any difference. It's just a different classification of the troops he's bringing back. But it does mean if you have a resurrected Scorcher, and that Scorcher dies, you can no longer resurrect it, which I thought is how it always worked. Yeah. So next up, guys, we've got some changes to Dr.T. We got some island difficulty changes. So this is not Volcano. Oh, no, sorry, it is Volcano. So difficulty scaling for Dr.T's tropical/volcano islands has been changed. Previously, the difficulty for all stages was directly based on the player's threat level. So you guys remember the past few updates, they changed Dr.T. It got way harder. It stopped giving gold. They pretty much ruined it. So difficulty for stages 1 to 5 now scales up slower. So these stages will eventually have significantly lower difficulty than higher stages. Difficulty for stages 6 and 7 will still be directly based on the player's threat level as they previously were. This allows players to compete on the leaderboard as before, while completing Dr.T events is now less grindy for players at higher threat levels. The rewards for the stages are still based on players' threat level. This means only the difficulty of stages 1 to 5 is lower, not the rewards. Downgrade calculates difficulty for stages 1 to 5 based on the downgraded threat value. So they didn't mention anything about gold there. I'll try to clarify that with Supercell and let you guys know in the comments, but that's fine. I think the problem with Dr.T was mostly the fact it didn't give out gold, so it was a waste of time attacking it because you didn't get enough resources back. Or it's like if you lose like 2 or 3 times in Dr.T, it's like, well, you gotta wait 8 hours to try again, which is annoying. I don't think it was inherently... it was too difficult for lower level players for sure, so it's good that they're doing that. Like, it's a good fix, but we want gold. We want gold so we can actually play the game. And then lastly, guys, we got the new mystical monument levels that we talked about. We're showing you right now on the screen. 200 new levels with 2 new visuals added to the mystical monument. The new levels are not automatically unlocked at update. If the monument is at current max level, it will show a timer to when the new levels will unlock. And this is done to make the competition on the leaderboard more fair. Oh. 2 new visuals. The new levels are not... Okay. Show a timer. Okay, that's cool. So it'll probably be like on a UTC timer. That's typically how they do things in the game. Like the global clock. Just to give everybody a fair shot at maxing out their mystical monument. But then it's like... I don't know. The mystical monument leaderboard is really stupid in my opinion. Like, it's cool, I guess, but it's just so pointless. Like, even if everyone has the loot, it's like, oh, whoever logs in first is first place. Like, I don't know, that's kind of silly. They should make a calculation where it's, like, based on your victory points as well. So it's like, your mystical monument level, it has to be maxed, but then it's also factored into, maybe it's like ×2 of your VP. So then it's like, I don't know. It encourages you to play the game and not just buy stuff to upgrade the statue. But either way, it's cool. A good update overall. Very small. Not as exciting maybe as you thought when you clicked on the video. But still mostly good changes. And I will clarify the gold for Dr.T. Hopefully that is coming. But yeah. So that is your update sneak peek for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you next one. Check it out. Back.